Hi there friends, welcome to process video number 86. For me, this is Grace, and thank you so much for subscribing and for watching and for staying in tune with all of my process videos. I am starting off with a kind of pale pink cardstock and just from my stash, and these items are also all mostly from my stash. I did use up some of the papers from the memorandum line of pink paisley, which I love. And then for the most part, I am going to be using a bunch of other items in my scrap pile, as well as some cut files for my title. So I'm starting off with these papers. I'm going to be using the, what do you call that? The branding strip of one of the papers, which is that diagonal kind of dark blue and light or turquoise type of paper, and I'm going to add that onto the left side of the page, basing it off of a sketch from scrapbookchallenges.com. And that triangle paper I'd cut a little bit too short because I wanted to cover the pink paper that I cut out from the center of the cardstock, but then it didn't flush to the right as I had wanted it to be, but I am going to remedy that a little later. But I'm going to be working on my collage of photos. This is printed off as 7 or 5 by 7, and it's just a collage of photos from my daughter's birthday that we had or we celebrated in 2014. So I wanted a big title, and I was going to do birthday today, and I started off with the word birthday, and I cut that out from the silhouette with a free cut file, I believe, or maybe I bought that, I can't remember, but it didn't seem like it was standing out a little bit onto the busy pattern paper. So I'm going to be using some watercolor to color it pink so that it'll match the shirt on my daughter's in the pictures of my daughter. And I am not a mixed media type of person. Like, I don't do coloring, I don't do watercolor and gesso. I mean, I do, but I don't do them all the time, if that makes sense. So one thing that I have learned from making this layout by doing the coloring is that I have to remember that next time I need to color this um, darker than what I initially want it to be, because it's going to dry, and it's not going to be as the color is not going to be as deep as I had initially thought of. As you can see here, it's a really pale pink, and so after I have photographed it and everything, and I was looking at it and I'm thinking, you know what, I should have made it a little bit darker to make it stand out even more. So learn from my mistakes, and make sure that if you are doing some kind of any kind of watercoloring, that you do it a few shades darker, just so that it will actually stand out, because the water will, when it's dried, it's a little paler than what you had originally wanted it to be. And I'm making a few banners, or no, flags, and I just used some papers and stickers for it, and I did adhere them on the back with just Scotch tape. And I haven't adhered anything here because I of course want to see how it looks like, and I have this sticker sheet from Freckled Fawn, and it's a silver type, and it says party, and so I'm just going to add that on the top of one of the photos, kind of cover up that empty space in the picture, and draw the eye to the photos, or to the, I want to say, the meat of the photos, which is the picture of my family. And then that today one was also cut out from the silhouette, and I cut that out on a, I think it's a brown or chocolate brown cardstock. So it's, my initial thought was birthday today, but it doesn't seem like it's a complete title, so I'm actually going to end up adding "It's Your" on the top of it, and I'm just going to use some stickers for that part of my title. And if you've watched my most recent process videos, you know that I'm kind of in this mood of um, making long titles so I can use up a lot more of my letter stash, which it could be letter stickers, it could be die cuts, it could be whatever, but I just kind of wanted to have a lot of options, so I'm using long titles. I'm inking up the edges of my papers with a color box. I think it's called Raspberry ink pad. Just inking all that up. I'm also into inking lately. Don't know why, but it's all good. And then I already pre-printed my journaling and printed out on white cardstock with kind of a center, what do you call it? Center alignment. That's what it is. Center alignment. And then I cut out the box and I'm going to put that on the left side of the page. The initial sketch that I had a big photo, a 5x7 photo, and then a 3x3 photo. And so instead of grabbing a smaller photo, I am just going to be using my journaling for that spot. So that's one of the reasons why I love, love, love sketches, is because it is a great inspiration starter for me, but it's also, it does not limit my creativity in a way where I can um, swap items in the sketch if I need to fit my story, fit my pictures, fit the stuff that I wanted to do. So I just adhered everything. For some reason, my phone, which I'm using to videotape my stuff, is it was cutting off. But I adhered all the other items, and I believe I'm just gonna be adding some embellishments here. I did add a border on the right side of it just to kind of extend the element, and I just use the same pink cardstock just so that it doesn't compete with the existing items that's already on my page. I did add flowers and brads, and that is my page. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.